I think that was like the last shot before like, you guys are old. I hope everybody's doing great tonight. Here we go.
Luke texted me to go over the Exostrider plan at the infirmary. Better get going.
Right, nanning.
Navora, has she been staying here to recover?
Well, only one way to check out.
How are you recovering from your injuries, Navora?
Oh, it's you, Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better.
Now, how's it going,
Dr.
Riker?
Harrison took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
When I'm playing, this is Wuthering Waves.
Yes, we have something to discuss. Is he here?
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Sigrika is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, because God knows we can't go straight to Dr. Guapo whenever we feel bad.
Me? How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sigrika.
Oh, I tell that to my students all the time.
Faith in myself.
Oh yes, it is very much a good game. It's like Genshin, but with better combat. And way more love to the fan base.
You see, people can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about.
Thank you.
So try not to take everything to heart.
I think that makes us now at 2:30. 70 more to go.
Good or
till
bad,
300.
True or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Denia said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Harrison.
You're welcome. Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Damn.
Only my conjecture.
Dr. Guapo knows more than just the body, he knows the mind.
Sweets help keep a smile.
Okay, that was the first creepy part of Dr. Guapo.
And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Harrison?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Sigrika.
Yo, that is a lot of hair. Like, god dang, 4 ponytails worth. Like
So, about that Exostrider plan you mentioned, let's get into it.
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Something lighter?
Oh no,
Any topic
we're gonna
at
have
all.
therapy.
But let's slow the tempo a little.
I don't
You're
want
too eager.
therapy.
Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, a piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
Hey, what is it with this guy and candy?
No thanks.
I'm starting not to feel safe around him.
I understand your anxiety over Imith's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize.
Yo, I ain't getting in no van,
Things are
Dr.
best
Handsome.
taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow and steady, right?
Damn, we gotta wait for more updates.
Okay, you're right. Let's table the Exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luke. I trust Imeth. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. And there's a connection there I can't ignore. But you and me? We might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lahairoi region.
Sass.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
How can feet smell if they don't have noses?
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
No, I see you, Riker.
Imeth said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her. How?
Imeth is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. But she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are.
Don't you say that!
After you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name of counseling. To learn about you.
Huh?
You didn't tell her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lahairoi. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later
he's
stopped
just a
these
doctor.
visits after realizing that. Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more. You both tend to keep things to yourselves, and that's never good for anyone.
Yo, ain't that the truth? I guess that's why we're in therapy right now.
One last question. What did you mean I had other tasks for you?
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, a public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
To where?
Not a van.
I
Not a
have a
van.
place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Girl.
I mean, he's handsome and everything, but after the candy, I find I'm
More
kind of creeped
personal
out.
business to attend to again, Dr. Herson?
Shh. Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Don't worry. I have her with me today.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Oh, who is the watcher among us? is the real question.
Sundermere.
Yes, I keep a small workspace of my own here.
Ready, Biker 1. Ah. Oh, that's right, we have boosts.
Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time.
Alright, let's see what Dr. Handsome can do.
Imbalance ends here. Game over.
Okay, I like it. Like, very
The
flashy.
Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
You picked a good spot.
Yo, who is this doctor? Secret Labs? Wow. Yo, offering candy, Secret Labs?
This is what a secret room is about.
Yo, this guy's getting more rapier by the
Now.
second.
Where were we? Let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked me to come to Lahai Roy to watch for any Fraxidus activity. Warren was the first Fraxidus mole you uncovered. You certainly won't be the last. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agendas. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough. Lahai Roy is a gold mine, even for the Fraxidus.
You're saying the fall of Helios wasn't their real goal?
One of several. After your journey in Huanglong and Renacida, I'm sure you've come to realize their true aim.
The Threnodian. Aleph 1.
Correct. Given the Threnodian's unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention. Moreover, Aleph 1 is closely linked to the Strider Gate, which may be our ticket to outer space.
Spying on
let's go to
Fraxidus
space.
is risky. Why would I have chosen you for this task?
Well, that is a bit of a long story.
Uh-oh. Flashback.
You've always preferred to see things for yourself. Please, follow me to that table.
Wait, we're not gonna learn? Oh wait, we're gonna learn after this. Yo, for a second there, I thought he was gonna tell us, but I guess he decided to weigh in on it. And I was gonna say, you know what? Why do we trust him? Cheese. You examine the transparent container, which appears to have some kind of liquid inside. There is a golden hue quietly contained inside. You realize it looks identical to the blood that flowed from Luke's hand during your fight in the space station. Okay, I guess we're private detectives now.
The golden serum, developed by the Naviale group. I prefer its other name, Ichor. My father started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed, it came to represent something far more ambitious. The drug of evolution.
Evolution.
Oh shoot. T-virus.
Sounds like something the Fraxidus would like.
Well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my color vision. Most test subjects like me didn't make it. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to the story. The rest is in my study, shall we?
Bear, the T-virus, flippin' spying, deaf Resident Evil. Picture is a child's drawing of a family rendered in simple, earnest lines. A father and an older brother and a younger brother. Each one wearing a big happy smile. On the back of the framed picture, a scribbled note reads, "Always happy, Ren Herson." It must have been a drawing years ago, but the frame is carefully preserved and shows little wear.
My brother Ryan drew this picture.
Aww.
Not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away from a rare illness long ago. Ryan never could handle pain. But he was easy to cheer up. Whenever the grown-ups would give me candy, I'd save it all for him.
So that's
Still
why
doesn't
he
make
always
any
has
less
candy with
rapier.
him.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It never worked. So eventually I stopped trying. It only got worse from there. What Father tried to do to Ryan was unforgivable. And then came that accident. I thought what my father did was a rather
Spencer
mundane
Mitch.
story. A cliche. Someone trying to atone for past guilt, only to cause greater harm. Until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. So I had my father's grave exhumed. It was empty.
You know, Luke is probably like when he saw his father again, he's like, "Didn't you die?" All right, let's see the damage report. You examine the burnt page. Many parts of it are illegible due to the burns. It appears to have been salvaged from a fire. Judging by the legible content, it's a report. It mentions Laharoy and void matter, and was originally destined for New Federation. At the bottom of the report, you find a signature, the Fraxidus insignia.
It's about to go
The
down.
entire Lola logistics carrier was already blown to smithereens by the time I recovered this page. I managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed most of the page. It is a report from an overseer.
A Fraxis
Hooray.
Overseer's report on its way to the New Federation?
Yes. Tucked away in a Lola logistics delivery box. The recipient is Eris in the New Federation.
Ah, dang it. And Eris is on tour. It has Taylor Swift.
Those 3 items you just showed me. Did the Fraxidus get into Naviale's work after learning about the Icar's potential for evolution?
They didn't just get into our work. They went a step further. Replacement. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
No, don't remind me.
The thousand-faced survivor. We met near the Styx Lake, deep within the Dark Tide. Wait, Does this mean your father was...
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me? Because I have a very personal reason to go after the Fraxidus. Hatred.
Hatred. Even now?
Now, it has become something of a habit.
You know, if anything, Luke's probably Italian, because he's holding a grudge for a very long time.
Continue this train of investigation and you'll see for yourself what they are. But before you do, there's something I should share. My friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers. Is that right?
Yo, don't remind me.
Cristoforo, Frolova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Frolova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo? Arachnos. Intriguing, isn't it? The flair they have for their own branding. But it's a telling detail. The codename can reveal its owner's style, personal tastes, and even ambitions.
You know, if Arachnos is Spider-Man, we're killing him.
Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. But give them a preference, a pattern. They can start to build a profile from the pieces. I've been compiling reports on the Overseers for years. Allow me to share what I've learned so far. I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there.
Okay, what's behind door number 1, Bob? In this Scooby-Doo-esque mansion. What the H is that?
The Fraxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the handiwork of Hydra.
Son of a gun.
Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modifications. Whoever they are, they often work in tandem with Siren. In other words, if you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking close by. Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This overseer primarily operates in Ashinohara, a region that's been largely destroyed by the Lament.
Yo, sounds like the next
Ashinohara.
destination.
I've heard of it somewhere before.
The girl we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisa, I remember. The city that trapped her, Onami, is part of Ashinohara.
Really?
On to 2 key pieces of the puzzle. I did say the Fraxidus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still need funding to function. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. And based on the intel I've gathered, that's their most critical base of operations. And where you'll find Eris.
How critical? Do they operate in the open?
Not exactly. But in a place where money talks, they must have members in the highest echelons of government and business. Key members.
United States of America. They're in the White House as we speak.
Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, The Fraxidus operates with impunity across the planet. Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation. To be blunt, they're the Space Trek Collective's single largest donor.
Eris, huh? Duly noted. I'm assuming the other key piece is the Grand Architect.
The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. Real people, legendary beings, and even the phantoms of the dead from others' memories.
Now he's probably called Eugene.
I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot. This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire. I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time.
No, all that time with a fire and all he got was a pen?
It's a pity you called me to the High Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have a good reason, right?
You uncovered all this by yourself?
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just follow a trail. You infiltrated them.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky, no matter how loose they are. Each infiltration will only be more dangerous than the last.
Wrong.
No, Dr. Handsome making it easy.
Luke, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me.
Yes, soulless.
They got away again. If I hadn't been so cautious, I could have taken care of them this time. I should send today's findings to her. It's been 2 years. I suppose I'm due for a report.
2 years?
Good. You got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to the High Roy? Why?
There's evidence of their activity in the High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
Yeah.
Don't you say that!
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time?
Wrong.
How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll be no different from them.
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. The High Roy is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students, beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down.
Everything I do not have currently in
Listen to me
teaching.
on this. Come.
Very well. As you wish.
What an inspiring
I've
guy.
led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since. No need to worry. I know my limits. Let's set aside the Fraxidus for now. We should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands.
Now I just realized it must suck to be colorblind and trying to watch TV or a movie. Just like, look at all this color. Like, You briefly recount to Luke the events in the Frostlands.
see. Ymeth, she... No wonder you're in such a state.
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for her dream, for the High Roy in the only way she knew how. And I respect that. The fate she chose for herself. But I won't accept it. There's more I haven't tried. I'm not done fighting for her.
Of course. I wouldn't expect you to give up so easily.
What an inspiring guy.
Now, about the Exostrider. It started with the Space Trek Collective finding a giant solid-skin root network in Bjarter Woods. They identified it as the lid, sealing the Strider Gate, so to speak. It keeps the Threnodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate. Break it, and these forms will reunite. That wouldn't just spell the High Roy's doomsday, but the entire world.
Yo, sounds like the last
Collective
patch.
still yearned to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, they created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that would keep the Threnodians suppressed.
Did that work?
Lately, the Threnodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid the Fraxidus is also getting ready to make a move. With the reactor core returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to awaken. Then we can focus on how to use it to find Ymeth. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. I'll speak with Lucilla about getting you piloting access.
Then I'll wait for your news, Luke.
Certainly, but our immediate priority should be the Fraxidus. I have a feeling they're planning to sabotage our plans for the Exostrider.